Hello and welcome to this video that will teach you how to learn cursive. I am here today with my niece. What's your name?
Brixlin.
Yes.
And it's really nice to be here.
It's nice to be here. Yeah, how old are you, Brix?
I am 9 and I'm in 3rd grade about to learn cursive.
That's right. So what the great thing about 3rd grade is I imagine that you feel really comfortable writing in print right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand completely how to write in print, how to make, a B, an X, whatever, you can do it.
I can make all the letters of my name in cursive. But well, if I'm writing my name.
That's right, but other words are a little like, oh, I'm not sure how to do this kind of
Yes.
thing. Okay, well that's perfect because I actually designed a worksheet for you to teach you how to learn cursive. And then I realized after I designed it for you that other people might want to learn too, both kids and adults, because did you know in some schools they're not teaching cursive anymore?
Really?
It's the truth, yeah.
That is crazy.
I know, in your school they will, but in other schools they're not. And we can talk about why cursive is important as we go through the worksheet. But let me tell you how this is gonna work, both for you and for you at home. So Brixlin and I are using this premium worksheet set. It's about 15 or 16 pages long. And we'll be filming over the span of a couple of days because it doesn't just take one day to learn. If you want to, you can buy this worksheet on the TPK website. You can find a link to do that below the video, or I've got a free exemplar available, so you can look at the exemplar and then you can use that in order to write letters. So, Brix, let's start by turning to page 1. Okay, so we've got our title page right here, and this tells people where everything is in the worksheet. We don't need that because we're just going to go through chronologically. So go ahead and flip it. Yeah, you can just put that somewhere where you're not going to use it. So we've got an exemplar page here. Do you know what an exemplar is?
No.
Okay, an exemplar is like an example of something. So this tells you, it's like a cheat sheet of what every single letter looks like. So as you're learning cursive, like I'm gonna teach you how to do all the letter formations and stuff, but later you might think, oh gosh, I don't remember what a G looks like because this isn't easy to remember. It doesn't look like...
Yeah, it doesn't look very, you can remember.
Like a print G, yeah. So a nice way to go about this is you just keep this page handy. You can fold it up with you and take it to school. And when you forget what a letter looks like, you can just look at this and you can go, oh yeah. And if you forget how to draw it, this shows you exactly how to draw it. You start with this dot here, and then up, over.
That is very interesting.
It is very interesting. So this page is just for your reference, okay?
Got it.
All right, so let's turn the page. I printed this off double-sided, so you'll wanna look. Oh.
There it is.
There we go. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. Cursive is like, you need building blocks, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of boring, but at the beginning, we have to learn each letter individually. Like, okay, this is what A looks like. This is what B looks like.
This is what C. Yeah.
Exactly. So what I want to show you and to show you at home is you make these letters by starting at the star. So what I want you to do is you look at this letter first on the left, and this is what the letter actually looks like. This is how you make the letter. You always start at the star, okay? And then to trace the letter, you start at the star and then follow the arrows. So we're going to go down, up, and down again.
That seems pretty easy.
It does seem pretty easy. And just a note, we are using markers today because we wanted to be able to have you see what we're doing up there. But at home, it's always a good idea to use a pencil in this worksheet, and then also the first couple of times that you try to write cursive so you can erase mistakes, and then later graduate to a pen. Okay, so Brix, can you do the next A too?
Yes.
Okay, so we start at the star, we follow the arrow down, and then we go up,
then come around back down.
That's right. Okay, then let's do it again. So the thing that, and you can just keep on writing, Brixlin. I just want to talk about how important repetition is. So even though this might not be the most fun or creative thing to do because you're writing the same thing over and over, you're flexing your cursive muscle.
So like I'm memorizing the A.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing, because if you only draw the A once, then you're not going to remember what it looks like. Oh, and then you get to those and you already have the movement, you know how to do it. And that is why it's so important to do this repetition.
So at the last time, do you try?
Exactly. That's why it says you try.
Okay,
And you just,
I didn't see that.
and you just write it as many times as you want to. Or as you can, really. I would do it, let's see, I'll bet I can fit 3 on here. How many can you fit?
Probably 3.
Probably 3? Okay. So we've got our A all done.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My last days look like normal A's pretty much.
That's okay, sweetheart. It actually, so you did a great job because there's an oval and the little curly Q here on the back.
Yeah.
Now I included these lines right here on the worksheet because it helps you to maintain this slant. Yeah.
Got it.
So as we do the B, then when you go to the you try part, you can try following that slant a little bit. It's all about building up, but those A's look awesome.
Thank you.
And I'll bet you at home did some awesome A's too. So now let's try the B's, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So we start at the star. Yeah. This one's a little more complicated. Up and then down. I can see, yeah, that's confusing actually. So maybe watch me do this one on the second one. Okay? All right.
That's pretty good for me.
No, it is very good for, no, don't start yet. That's really, really good for your first try. B is a really tough letter, both in calligraphy and in cursive. So what you're gonna do, Brix, is you start at the star and you go up, okay? And now at this part, you actually go down and make a loop. So why don't you do that first part? So you swoop up and then go all the way down, make a loop. Okay, and then we go over to make this first circle, and then we go down and over.
That was very fun.
Don't forget this little tail right here. All right, do you think we can do it again?
Yes.
Okay, so we go up and down all the way, and then up. Yeah, oh wow, you're ahead of me. Okay, and then we make our first loop, and then we make our second loop, and then our little tail. Boop. Yep, okay. You wanna try it again? See, okay, this time I wanna challenge you. Try to do it without picking up your pen. So do it all in one movement, okay?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, okay, so up, down all the, oh my goodness, you are way ahead of me. Okay. Hey,
Did it?
that was awesome. Okay, try it again. So the reason, Brix, that cursive is called cursive is because there's this Latin root, I think it's cor, like, you know, in Spanish, they say correr is to run. So writing in cursive is easier, well, not easier, it's faster than writing in print, which means your pen is running.
Right.
So like when I told you, okay, try doing it without picking up your pen, that's the point, is it's gonna be a lot faster, because when you do a print B, you have to go boop, boop, boop. So I'm picking up my pen
You're
3
right,
times.
you're right.
But if I'm doing a cursive B,
It's just like
just, yep, all one movement. Oh man, this part is gonna be pretty tough. So this is where, Brix, this is gonna come in handy for you, because you can see this and remember, yeah. Good job. Yep, you just reference that B. This is gonna be tough for everybody, not just you.
that's
So do you wanna do it together? We'll go up, okay, and then down all the way, okay, and then up, yep, and then down, do a loop.
better.
That's okay, sweetheart. It's not easy. Let's try again. Okay. So why don't you just like mimic my every movement here.
Okay.
Up. And we'll pick up the pin this time. All right. Now go down with a diagonal line. Yep. And then up. So you make a loop like this.
Got it.
Okay.
That's a really good.
And then we go like this.
Got it.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that if we're still having trouble with B at the end of this worksheet, we'll go and do more on the practice lines because B is an important letter. We actually use that a lot, okay?
You know what?
What?
The weird thing is, when I do it in my name, I don't have any trouble.
Show me how you do a B when you do your name.
Well, can I like do my R with it?
Yes, you can do an R with it.
I kind of do like that.
Yeah. So here's the thing with learning any lettering style. What I've shown you right here is a very specific B.
Yeah.
So it's just like kind of building up a foundation. I'm showing you one way to do it and you'll learn how to do it this way. And then you can modify it in order to fit your personality and what's easy for you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so if this B just really isn't working for you, you say, you know what, I'm gonna do a different B. Yeah, but we're gonna learn this one today. All right, so this next letter, easy peasy lemon squeezy, C.
That's easy.
It is easy. Well, for us, if it's not feeling easy at home, that's okay. Different people have trouble with different letters.
Yeah.
So we always start at the star and then we just go C. And is that how you hold your pen when you write in print too?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's how I hold in print. I usually write longer sentences and stories when I have it like this.
Okay. Well, so that's a really great point that you should hold your pen exactly how it feels comfortable to you. And if you're trying to learn a new lettering style and deal with a different pen grip at the same time, that can just be a little much. Yeah.
I remember in second grade where they had these like grip deals and I didn't have the best handwriting there.
Yeah, well, you've got to do what works for you, sweetheart. And it looks like this works really well for you.
Yes.
Now, here's a challenge. Can you do the C's without anything to trace?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Oh, and you're doing a really good job on this one, following the slant line.
Slant line?
Yeah. You're on fire. I love it.
I actually fit 5.
You did a great job. Now, let's talk a little bit about these guidelines though. Like, in real life, will you actually have these?
No.
No. So the reason I gave us these is because it's a lot easier to learn something with training wheels first, just like a bike.
Yeah, just like a bike.
Just like a bike. So we're using guidelines here and learning it with guidelines. And then when you go off into the real world and you want to write it, you'll have a lot of training wheels experience. So you'll be able to write without the guidelines.
That makes so much sense to me.
Okay. All right. So
the
the
next letter is D.
The D, yeah, the D is a little bit like the B. It can be a little bit tough actually. So the star bricks is right here up in the loop. Do you see?
Yes.
And you just go down. Oh, see, it tricked you.
Oh no.
So you start at the star and go down. Exactly. And then you loop around here and then we go up and over. Okay, do you want to try again?
Yes.
Okay, so we start by going down.
Down.
Very good.
Loop.
Loop, over, up. Wow, you are fast, that's good. And then loop. Oh, I think the loop tripped you up a little bit. So the loop, Brex, goes like this. So you go that direction.
I don't like this. Wait, no.
So it's like, kinda. Let's try it again with a D and C, because it's a little difficult like when I'm just isolating it like that. Yeah. So go ahead and go down, loop.
Now I get the loop.
up, and now, awesome! That was so good! Great job! All right, now let's try another one. Yep. Great job. Oh, now this one's gonna be tough because you don't have the arrows, but remember you can look here. Very good. Excellent. Okay, now let's try another D without those arrows. Great job.
Do you hear that?
I do hear that, but don't worry, sweetheart, I can edit out the sound. We are at an art gallery today in Colby, Kansas. So we've got some people outside because we are downtown. Go up and loop over. Good job, honey. That was awesome. Okay, can you do it again?
I'll try.
I think you can. Yep. And whoops. Ah, man, it tricked you. Now remember, you can look at this if you have doubts about how to make it. And I think it's a good idea for people at home to just follow along with us and fill out this worksheet set. And I actually wrote up here that they should do A through M on the first day, and then do N through Z on the second day, and then little a through M on the third day. Because if you try to do it all at once, it's going to be pretty boring and discouraging. Yeah, and we're not gonna do it all in one day. We're
going to have
a couple days.
Yeah. And then next in the Z.
That's right. We're breaking it up. So you should break it up at home too. Okay, so you did all the D's. I'm gonna skip doing the D's because I know how to do them, if that's okay with you. And
now we have E, which looks like a 3.
It does. It looks like, yeah, it does. It looks like a 3 except flipped over, huh?
Technically, it looks like, like easy because I've been doing 3s my whole entire life.
That is an excellent point. So this letter, don't be intimidated because you've been doing it for like forever, right?
Like ever.
Yeah, for like ever. Okay, so we start at the star, and then we loop over. Oh, you're a natural at this letter.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is going great. This is an awesome opportunity.
It is a great opportunity. You're gonna know how to create cursive before anybody in your class.
Yay.
I think this letter is pretty easy for you, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like almost, like one letter. And then, let's see. Oh no. Looks like I'm
That's okay.
Technically, in the future, when I probably do my E's, it's going to look like this. But
well, you know how you can do them, how a lot of people do them, is they'll actually, let's see, how do I make an E? I go like this. So you see I do that little loop, and then...
You're right, that looks...
But you know what? You learn how to do it this way first, and then you make modifications. So as soon as this is rock solid in that head, then you can modify. Okay, F.
F looks a bit hard.
F is a little complicated because it's one of those cursive letters that actually you are picking up your pen, and you're picking up your pen 3 times. So you're making the body of the letter first, and then you do the top, and then you do the cross in the middle. Okay, Bricks, so let me just walk you through how to make an F. You go soup ladle, and it's like you would put soup in this part if it were a real life ladle. So soup ladle, top, cross. All right, so can you do that? Oh, you're on the one without letters, or without arrows. Soup ladle, top, cross. Heck yes. Soup ladle, cross. Yep. Yeah, I did it wrong. I said cross. Soup ladle, top, cross. Soup ladle, top, cross. Yep, soup ladle, top, cross. Yeah, it almost looks like
a J.
Yeah, like you're crossing a J, but the way that we differentiate that from a J is the soup ladle part. Yeah, so can you try making one that has a very clean, crisp soup ladle? Make it nice and big. Yep. That's right. Now, this time I challenge you, make one more and have it touch the top and the bottom guideline. So make that soup ladle start at the very top. Yep. And then it goes, yep, top, cross.
You know,
perfect.
To me, it looks like the real F, but it's just a bit different than the real F, but it looks a bit like similar.
Okay, so that is an excellent point because a lot of cursive letters do look like their print counterparts, and you can tell, except for this next letter.
For B. Wait, no, not B.
Not B. B kind of looks like it. This letter, what would you think that was if you saw it not out in the wild?
Y.
Y? Yeah, no, it's a G.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a G. So
I'd say E and G look a lot different. Well,
E kind of, you still have the
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. My marker's running out, so I'll pick out a different one. But the G, yeah, it doesn't look a lot like its print counterpart. So
I always like, whenever I would see that, like it'd be a sentence with a G in it, I always thought it would be a Y, and I'd spell it right because I kind of know I know how to spell cursive.
yeah, kind of.
Not spell cursive, you know what I mean.
Read in cursive, sometime, a little bit. Yeah,
Just a little bit.
No, I get you. But this is the reason why it's a good idea to keep that exemplar at hand, because sometimes you just forget on letters like this.
So do you just start like this?
That's
and
right.
up,
You go up, down, and yeah, like soup ladle. Okay, so we start at the star again. Up, down, in with the soup ladle. You're doing a really great job for having never seen this letter before.
Yeah. It's not to brag, but I have never done this ever in my whole entire life.
And I hope that a lot of the people who are watching this video have also never done it and they're having as much success as you. You are doing a great job. All right, now this is a toughie because you don't have your arrows anymore. Up, yep. Very good. Now the only thing I would say is even though cursive is a running writing style, you can take it slow because this is your first go around with it.
is.
Yeah, so.
I mean, I'm doing it pretty fast for my first time.
You really
I
are.
agree with you.
Yes.
I think
So
I should do it a bit slower.
I think maybe a bit slower.
Or probably medium.
Medium would be perfect. Yeah, so you at home too, do not feel pressure to go quickly. When you are learning something, you need to have a lot of grace and patience with yourself and go ahead and go at a speed that accommodates that. All right, now this is gonna be a tough part, Brix, and I think that it's especially important to go slow at this point.
No, it looks like a Y.
It does look like a Y. How can you make that look like a G? So as you're writing, remember, you can look at this guy right here. I think what's going on here, you needed to come over and cross over this part.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of more sense.
Okay. So go over all the way. Perfect G. Perfect G.
Thank you.
Yep. And those are
Do you
gonna.
think I could fit one more?
Well, I think if you want to do more, just to practice a little more, and this is really important, if you turn to the last page of your worksheet, very last page.
Like on my last one?
Very last one, yeah. You've got some practice lines here, so I'm gonna take this from you. And why don't you try making a G on this practice line? Just look at him right there. And that might be off the camera, honey. You might have to move it over here
Okay,
so
got
people
it.
can see. But you did a great job on that one.
So you go like this.
Yep.
And then you just cross the line. And
Perfecto.
honestly, when you have crossed the line, it looks like a boat.
It
And
does.
Just add the top part off. It looks like a little tiny.
It does look like a rowboat a little bit. Yeah, I really like that letter actually.
It's an interesting letter.
It is an interesting letter. So just like what Brix did, if you are having trouble with a particular letter, just grab those practice lines and do a couple of runs on there with those. And if you run out of room on your practice lines, you can just print off more of that page, right?
Yes.
Exactly. All right. So H looks like it does normally. This is another one of those letters actually that you are going to pick up the pen.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to start here on the left, go up and down, and then we pick up our pen.
I guess I'm wrong.
That's okay. All right, so take it slow, take it slow. You're just going to start. Do you want to watch me do it first? Okay. So we go like this, we go up and down, pick up the pen, start up here again.
Got it.
And then, choop. Okay.
Works for me.
So up and down. Okay, now take it slow. Go up again and loop and over. Up. All right. Now try again. Up, down. Yep, down. Perfect. Perfect. All right, can you do one more of the arrows? Okay. Yep.
Oh wait.
That's okay, sweetheart. Very good. Now these are gonna be tough because again, you don't have the arrows, but it's up, down, pick up your pen, down, up and loop, over. That was perfect. First try. Okay, again.
Second try.
Second try. Okay. Up, loop, over. Perfect. Okay. Down, pick up your pen, down, over. Awesome. Okay.
Wait till I do it without it.
Oh, that's gonna be tough, but I'll bet you can do it. So you go up and down, pick up your pen, yep, down, and then loop over this way, like this, yep. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good for me. Honestly, it's like the H.
I think that one will need a little more practice without the guides. Yeah, the H is a little bit tough, and there are a lot of different ways of making an H in cursive. Some people do just make an H all with one movement like that.
Right.
But this is how I learned when I was your age, so that's why I'm teaching you that this way. But one thing I really like that you're doing, and that I hope that people will do at home, is I notice that you're not getting discouraged. If a letter's kind of giving you some trouble, you say, okay, I did pretty good on that one. And that's what you need to do when you're learning. You cannot get down on yourself and say, I can't do this.
You just got to have a bit of courage. That's what I was having, honestly. So yeah.
It was what you were having. You were doing great with your courage. Now, let's do I, okay? So
that doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. I need to make these. It does look pretty easy. I didn't make these faint on our worksheet set. The one, like, it needs to be gray, so it will be on the one that you guys are working on, but on ours, these eyes are black. So this one, you would say pretty simple, Briggs?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yep. All right.
I did the one.
The arrow ones. Okay, and now do the gray ones.
All I'm saying is my head is loop-de-loop.
That's a great thing to say to yourself. And as you're learning any letter, it's good to do like the F thing we did, and we said soup ladle. So if you notice those kinds of patterns, try to associate them with the letter.
Yeah.
All right, so keep on going with those eyes. And do you know why we're writing as many of these as we are?
To get it in your mind and to, like write it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like training for a marathon, like at the beginning, your body isn't quite ready to run that far, but you just train a little bit every day, and then after that, you can run.
Is a marathon like?
It's like when people run a long ways.
Got it.
It's a race. And don't forget your soup ladle thing. Yep.
Yeah, it does look like a soup ladle.
Yeah. Can you make another eye? Yep, perfect. And another one. Awesome. And another one. Awesome. Okay, now we are done with the first page of letters. So let's move on to, okay, not this. Yeah, this one. Yep. So we can move this down if you want to, or you can keep it up there, whatever. But on the top of this page, it's just easier. So, yep.
I'm sorry if I'm going a bit too fast.
Oh, it's okay, honey. You go at your own speed. Do you know what letter this is?
No.
What does it look like to you? Does it look like anything?
No.
This is a J.
A J.
Yep. So it kind of looks like a J. Do you see like...
Oh, yeah.
Like this part of it
Yeah,
looks like a J.
Like this part, but the rest is like... Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so keep on going. Yeah, this letter's a little funny because it only kind of looks like its print counterpart.
So do some other letters in the alphabet when you write cursive. I've noticed that while I was doing this worksheet.
What's the question?
What?
What was that a question or an observation?
Observation.
Oh, observation. Okay.
I don't think we're going to cut out any parts because...
No, we're doing a great job. Yeah, I told her that if she messed up, it wasn't a big deal because I could cut out the parts that she messed up, but she is doing really great, and any mistakes that she makes with the letters, she is owning those mistakes and saying, you know, I think I can do better next time, or this one was really good. And that is exactly the mental chatter that I want you to give yourself.
That's backwards.
That's okay. You just have to laugh about it. Yep. Now you notice that one of the things with the J is it crosses at the baseline right here. So this line right here, this is what we call the baseline.
Yeah.
Okay. So the J crosses at the baseline. Do you think that you can have your J cross at the baseline? Yep. Go all the way up. Oh,
Bit too high.
No, it's just you'll want to go right instead of left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at this again with the arrows. Exactly, Briggs. Exactly. Okay, that was a perfect J.
Thank you.
Great job. All right, now we move on to K.
K. That looks very much like its
Print
I
counterpart.
want to call it like a twin.
It's twin. It's print twin. Yeah.
Print twin.
It does look like it's print twin, just a little bit fancier. So you start at the, oh, you know what? That's confusing because, yeah, you saw that star and you went for it. But this is actually one of those letters where you pick up your pen twice again.
Whoops.
Yeah. So you start right here where it says 1. Do you see that?
And then you go like back.
Go down. Yep. And then exactly.
But, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I did it wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
That one was just kind of like...
Kind of X-y looking, but that's okay.
Yeah.
This is your first time ever making a cursive K.
Yeah.
And that is awesome. You know that you guys are doing this for the first time and you're doing it really well. Something to celebrate for sure.
Yes.
Keep on going, sister. There we go. Perfect, honey.
Since I'm kind of like thinking of a K, then looking at the cursive K, and then you put them together, it's just kind of easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, these letters that look like the letters in print, those are a lot easier. And that's nice because really a lot of these letters in cursive do look like the ones in print. There are just a couple that don't. Q is really gonna blow your mind. I'll show you it when we get there. Okay. You keep on doing that K. Oh, we start at the top there.
Yeah.
That's okay though. You don't have to form the letters, like in real life when you are writing in cursive in your daily life, you don't have to form the letters exactly how I showed you to here. That was really good. It was awesome.
I'm like,
But for the sake of this worksheet, just humor me and do it how I showed you here.
Yes.
Okay. Can you do one more, Kay? Let's make this the best one yet.
Okay.
Okay. Start at the top. Boom. Awesome job. That was so good.
Honestly, I think I did better on the try it part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meaning this part right here?
Yes, this part.
I would agree with that. You did a great job at that part. Now we're moving on to probably my favorite cursive letter. Maybe. It's one of my favorite cursive letters, which is L. And L is just a series of loops. You don't pick up your pen. You want to watch how I do this, sweetheart?
I think I got it.
You think you got it from the arrows?
If I have my L in my name.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't need me to show you. That was awesome.
See it later.
Sweet. Now can you do it without the arrows? That is the question. And Bricks, I've got a copy of that's okay, sweetheart. I've got a copy of this worksheet for you to take home too. So if after we've filled out everything, you're still like, not so sure,
yeah,
you can just fill it out again.
Just fill it out.
Mm-hmm. And you at home, if you have this worksheet set, you can fill it out as many times as you want too, because you can print it out as many times as you want. Awesome. Great job. Do it one more time. Awesome. Okay. Now, this next letter is really fun. This is M, and it looks pretty much like an M. Yeah. Do you want me to show you how to do it, or do you think that you've got it from?
I think I got it if it's not picking up the pen, which I don't see 2 stars.
Nope,
so.
no 2 stars. We are not picking up the pen at all. Yeah, it's just a series of 3 loops.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a fun letter.
Well, technically, are you not like doing it at all? Wait, no, it's not like.
It's a little tough. At the end here, you end with an upstroke, meaning that you put your pen up. So we go loop, loop,
got it.
upstroke. Yep, exactly. Okay, so loop, loop, and then upstroke. Yep. Loop, loop, upstroke. Okay. Loop, loop, upstroke. I like that M. That has some character. Yeah. Should we do it one more time?
Yeah.
Loop, loop, and then upstroke. Perfect. That looks great. Now the N is basically like if you just made, like erased this part of the M. Yeah, so it's just loop, upstroke. Loop, and then upstroke.
They are pretty similar to me.
They're very similar. Yeah, just like they are in print. Loop, upstroke.
That's kind of fun to say, loop and upstroke.
That's right. Yep, so you start at the star, go up, down, upstroke. Okay?
Yeah.
So loop,
loop,
and upstroke. Loop,
loop, and
upstroke. Loop,
and upstroke.
Not so fast, Chicky, okay?
Got it,
Yeah, slow down a little bit. It's so important when you're learning something new to give yourself that grace to slow down. Yep.
And upstroke.
Perfect.
Loop.
Mm-hmm.
Upstroke.
And I just want to point out, like, it doesn't seem like these slant lines are super helpful to you.
Yeah.
And that is okay if you're not following the slant lines, if you're not feeling like that is the point that you're at right now where you're using the slant lines, that's perfectly fine. They're just there if you want to use them. That's right. We've done quite a bit of writing, so now is a really good time to take a break if you want to. We're going to end the video here, and then we will start up again with the rest of the uppercase letters. Are you good with that, Bricks?
Yes, and also like and subscribe, please.